So we made the decisions that we did with the information we had.
That's how Premier Scott Moe recently described Saskatchewan's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, but recently obtained documents show that may not have been the case back in the fall of 2021. Journalists have long been trying to understand the government's response to the COVID-19 pandemic, and much of our information has come from Freedom of Information requests. Many of those requests are just now starting to be released. And these new documents, just 6 pages, were not handed over for more than 2.5 years. Here is what they show. Internal government projections describe Saskatchewan as experiencing exponential spread of COVID-19 through August 2021. The documents were provided to those leading the province's COVID-19 response. That would be then Health Minister Paul Merriman or his Deputy Minister Max Hendricks. The data and potentially these exact slides were available to health experts, including Dr. Corey Neudorf. At the time, he was a medical health officer with the Saskatchewan Health Authority.
What you hope is that the information you're giving is being heard.
As the start of the school year approached in 2021, there was a growing concern from health experts. They worried about the lack of safety measures, and internally, officials were urging the province to take action. But as August wore on, nothing was done. That's when Dr. Neudorf and several other Saskatchewan medical professionals signed an open letter calling for health measures to be implemented.
Effectiveness of an intervention goes down once the situation is out of control. So that's why we wanted action earlier. Any delay in implementation just meant the situation was going to be longer to get under control.
But the health minister refused to enforce masking or any kind of vaccination mandates, and it would not be until mid-September that the province would announce mandatory masking and other health measures in indoor spaces. Paul Merriman was not made available for an interview, and a statement provided by the Ministry of Health did not answer any questions we submitted. But recently, the Premier spoke about how decisions were made.
In a time when I don't think anyone had a lot of answers. And so what I truly hope coming out of the last pandemic is that we don't have to face those types of questions and that type of a situation again.
These documents were provided to those leading the COVID response back on September 3rd, 2021. Over the course of the next year, more than 900 people would die from COVID-19 in Saskatchewan. Alexander Kwan, CBC News, Regina.